JC, if I can just ask you a follow-up question on
Sure.
that. You referenced the seasonal thresholds, and I understand that those seasonal thresholds are actually set each season at more than twice what the average residential customer uses. So there's a lot of headroom in there for folks to be able to use water before incurring any kind of excessive use charge penalty. But my main question is that excessive use charge performing as advertised? I mean, is there water savings that is being generated by that?
Oh yeah, in a meaningful way. The excessive use charge for 2023, um, we projected when it was built and designed that we could save up to about 2.8 billion gallons of water a year with that one measure. And when we tracked it over time, it was a bit over 3 billion gallons of water, all consumptive, by the way, that got saved as a result of that single measure. Because as you pointed out earlier, you had a very small group of customers using almost a third of the community's residential water. And that's just not a realistic way to live in this kind of an environment. I mean, I understand that a lot of the folks that I've talked to, you know, they built and landscaped their house in 1980 or 1975. Well, the reality of it is, and they don't like to hear this, it was a bad idea then to try to recreate Ohio in the middle of the desert. But we could get away with it because Lake Mead was 95+% full. Well, that was then, this is now. And every part of the community, if you look at the conservation measures that have been enacted over the last couple of decades that I know you've been closely involved with, every part of the community is asked to share some bit of the burden. And the one group that was absolutely unresponsive to the call for conservation was the very high end residential water users. That's what the excessive use charge was designed to reach. And that's exactly what it's done. That 3 billion gallons last year, that's just from that group. So it worked in a really meaningful way and it helped the community.